What if I told you you've been lied to about the caste system in India? Let me explain. You've heard of the caste system, right? Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. 4 roles, 4 labels. But what if I told you that's not what it was meant to be? Let me take you back. Long ago, people didn't ask, "What caste are you from?" They asked, "What do you love? What are you here to do?" If you loved learning, you'd teach. If you were brave, you'd protect. If you loved building, planting, serving, you'd help. And no one thought one was better than the other. They were just different parts of the same body. This system was called Varna, and it was based on qualities, not birth. Psychologists today might call it a functional identity, a role you grow into. But then, something changed, and the story got darker. Because over time, people stopped seeing roles and started seeing ranks. They forgot the spirit. They remembered the label, and slowly that label became a cage. People started saying, if your father is a servant, so are you. If your mother cleans floors, so will you. And worse, they said, you will never be something great. But then something happened that changed everything. The British came. They looked at India, confused. So they wrote the caste system into the law, stamped them into documents. They started writing down people's caste in government lists, divided jobs, schools, and power, all based on what was on paper, not what was in the heart of the people. They created categories, criminal tribes. They ranked humans like files in a drawer. And once it was written, it stuck. And that living system, it turned into a prison. When someone tells you, this is who you are, and you'll never be more, you stop dreaming. That's not culture, that's trauma. And today, it's still here. Let me tell you, in Telangana, there are still tea shops that give one glass for upper caste, another for lower. Stupid, right? In Haryana, a 70-year-old Dalit man and his disabled daughter were burned alive because their dog barked at the wrong house. How dumb can you be? Also, Dalit farmers were attacked with axes and bombs for simply demanding land rights. If you grow up inside this system, you learn your place before you learn your name. You learn silence before you speak your truth. You learn shame before you feel pride. But that's not dharma, that's not truth, that's trauma, dressed up as tradition. Because the real tradition was never about cages, it was about balance. So if someone asks you, what caste are you? What would you say?